What's good, y'all? Waiver Wire Wednesdays added to you by Sporting KB. So let's get right into it. Andy Dalton, if you don't have him, you should probably look into getting him. 265 yards, 4 touchdowns last week. 31.4 fantasy points in a PPR league if you're playing it like I am. 6 touchdowns. Blake Bortles was also hot. So if Andy Dalton's gone, you should probably look at Blake Bortles. He has 5 touchdowns, 38.4 fantasy points last week. Fournette is hurt, and the emergence of Keelan Cole helps out Bortles a lot. Speaking of helping out quarterbacks, Gio Bernard will help out Andy Dalton a lot. Joe Mixon is out. That means that Gio Bernard becomes the #1 running back, and he would lead in touches. Corey Clement will also lead in touches. Sproles and Ajayi is out for the Eagles, so he becomes the #1 running back. Last week he had 19.5 fantasy points. So target those two guys if they're available. Speaking of available, he probably won't be available anymore. Since that one-handed catch, he emerged as probably the waiver wire of the week. So if he's still there, Keelan Cole, #1 wide receiver, 116 yards last week, 24.5. Also another guy to target if he is still available, John Brown. He's 5th in yards per reception, 10 targets last week, 2 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks. OJ Howard, if he's available, you should probably go get him as well. He had 3 receptions, 96 yards, and a touchdown last week. He leads the tight ends. So Cameron Brate over there in Tampa Bay, and snaps 18.5 points last week. Jesse James from the Steelers, he's also a guy to target. The weapons around him and the sketchy defense make it to where they have to pass it a lot more. Defenses to pick up is Browns, believe it or not. Combined in the last 2 weeks, they made 21 points. 11 the first week and 9 last week. They face Ben Roethlisberger and Breeze. They have a rookie quarterback on a short week, Thursday Night Football. So get them before football starts tomorrow. Bengals D is also another team to look at. Deep defensive line. And the waiver of the week for me is Aaron Jones. He's coming off suspension. The rest of his running back, Jamal Williams and Ty Montgomery, is very underwhelming. And because Aaron Rodgers is injured. So they obviously need a running game. The others that you probably should pick up is Joe Flacco at quarterback, Austin Eckler from the Chargers, running back Will Fuller, Will Disley, and Sam Ficken as a kicker. So, out of all those options, you should at least find 3 to 4 at this point in time. There's a little bit more, but that's all I got for you. Like and subscribe. I've been Sporting with KB, and I'm out.